Hi, this is Minesh, and please welcome my good friend Hena Husain here, who is a published author. She has a lot of good things to share with you about, and I'm really excited that she has chosen to come here, spend some time with us, and you learn a lot more about how to really use your mind to be more successful. So if you're one of those people looking at the new year, new decade, and saying, wow, I need to make some things happen, well, guess what? We have the host here and the guest here to make that happen for you. So, Hannah, welcome.
Thank you, Minesh, for having me on the show. Thank you, everyone out there.
Yeah, and Hannah, I've known you for a long time. We are very close friends. And what I've seen about you is you're always warm, friendly. You're always looking to help people. And what juices you up is really seeing and making a difference in people's lives. Has that always been the case for you?
Yes, I'm very passionate about what I do and making a difference in people's life. I mean, when clients walk in, they are miserable, sad, depressed, or in pain, or addiction to some nicotine or food item, or any addictions that we have, and then they walk out kind of free, so happy, healthy, and more in control of their habits. And that makes me feel good because they come back happy.
Well, they come back happy. So thanks for sharing that. So let our audience know a little bit about you. So you were obviously not born in the U.S. So tell us a little bit about your journey coming to U.S.
I was born in Bangladesh.
Okay.
And grew up in the Middle East, in Kuwait. And then I'm a Canadian and a U.S. and a Pakistani, but living in U.S. right now for the last 30 years.
Fantastic. And you're married, you have children, so tell us a little about that.
Yes, I'm married to a physician. He's an infection control specialist at Henry Ford. I have 3 grown-up kids. The oldest daughter is married, and I'm a new grandma. So
Congratulations.
I'm very excited about that.
You are too young to be grandma, but keep going.
Yeah. It's good genes.
Good genes, I agree.
And then my older son is in California, Abbas, and my youngest is also married and is in a 3rd-year med school down at Wayne State.
And his wife is also in med school.
She's doing her master's in medical and then eventually getting into med school.
And your son-in-law is also a doctor.
My daughter.
This is like a medical family
I know,
here.
It is. My daughter is a pharmacist. My son-in-law is a podiatrist. My youngest is a doctor. My daughter-in-law is to be a doctor. So only the middle child chose to be a golf professional.
Okay, well, he's having fun.
He's having fun and he teaches golf and he loves it out in San Diego.
Well, that's a beautiful place to be.
Mm-hmm.
If there is one place where the temperature, weather is pretty beautiful all the year round, that is San Diego.
Absolutely.
So one of the things I want to bring up for more people to understand is one of your books, which we have here, is Fear to Freedom.
Yes.
Do you want to just quickly give that to me?
Sure.
So people can see this is a great book, Fear to Freedom. And I would love to have you tell a little bit about your journey of helping other people move from fear to freedom as well. So I know you have a great story yourself too, but let's just start with some of the examples of people you have helped.
Number one, the reason why I wrote this book.
Please.
That's important because, a year ago, or it was almost 2 years ago, I think now, when the Michigan State University girls were sexually abused by their coach, all 300 of them. I was listening to that on NPR and listening to their story. And that kind of got me a little anxiety because as a child, I was sexually abused. And then at that moment, I made a decision. I had the tools to overcome my fears. I had the tools to overcome my emotions. What about all the 300 girls? So I thought, you know what? I'm going to write my story and give all the tools. So the book has all the tools that I have used to easily overcome my fears, my anger, my resentment, everything, all those negative emotions and all the negative past stuff.
I think I was very impressed when you were willing to share your story in this book. And also I heard you speak about this topic a couple of different times because obviously I've been to your events and you spoke at my events as well. And one of the things which I was very impressed with is the culture that you come from. And to some degree, Pakistani Indian culture is not that different. And more importantly is for you to say that, for your husband to support you in providing this information to people around you. I'm sure that was not an easy process for you, was it?
It was not easy, but I had the support of my husband and my kids.
That's awesome.
And I thought, you know what? If I can help one woman, that is worth it. But so far, I've had women come from all over the world, not just the U.S. Like people drove after they read my book. It's on Amazon. It was #1 for 2 weeks.
Wow.
On self-help and psychology. So they found me somehow, and then they actually drove. I had one woman drove from Indiana, one drove from, believe it or not, from Kentucky and Florida area. After they read the book, and they really connected with me. And I do also Skype and Zoom sessions. So then we started doing from women
Video
all over the world.
conference.
Video conference and helping them all over the world.
Very good. So let me ask a couple of quick questions about, because you've been helping people for quite a long time, over 10 years now. You're licensed in a number of different places, certified, and so on and so forth, PhD in psychology. So a lot of accomplishments, obviously, in terms of talent and skills that you bring to the table. I think what is important for people to realize, I think, which is an expert area for you, is that most people would like to achieve better results. Most people want to have the big dreams. Everybody wants to be, like we joke about, skinny millionaire, right?
Yes.
Okay, skinny happy millionaire. But there is something which is stopping them. Do you want to quickly mention that?
Absolutely. All permanent change happens at a subconscious level, not at a conscious level. We think, consciously, we all know we got to eat less and exercise more, lose the pound.
Correct.
But consciously, if we were able to do everything we wanted to do, we'd all be skinny millionaires.
Correct.
But the conscious only makes less than 10% of your decision.
Well, that's important.
Yeah. So more than 93% is your subconscious.
Wow.
And so whatever programming you're running on, from your past, that's how you behave. And so if you need to change your life, your habits for better, we need to tap into the subconscious mind to add, subtract, or delete the programming you're running on. And that's what I do through hypnotherapy, through NLP, through a lot of healing modalities that I'm specialized in.
So exactly. So most people would like to achieve better results, but they don't know what's stopping them. And what we call the subconscious, most people would have no access to how would actually do that.
No.
Because these are installed beliefs in themselves that have been there for a long time.
Yep.
And these beliefs are running their lives. In fact, they don't even know that that is happening, and it's becoming part of their habits, the daily cycle. And to break through that cycle is very difficult for an individual to do on his or her own. And that's why they seek you out. Would that be true?
Absolutely. Yes. Because if they could do it on their own, they would have already done it.
Correct.
But I help them tap into their own subconscious mind and get to the root cause of whatever's stopping them, their blocks, get over their blocks so they can be successful in their life.
Correct. I've heard this before as well, and I'm sure you know very well about it. We have thoughts. Repeated thoughts over a time period become beliefs.
Absolutely.
And those beliefs lead to actions. Actions lead to results. And the way we interpret those results then reinforce either the belief or not.
Absolutely.
And I think that's really what happens with most people. But knowing it is one part of it.
Yes.
Being able to actually break through that chain, that cycle, is something that you work on.
Absolutely.
So give a couple of examples of people that you have helped. What are some of the things that they were able to accomplish once they were able to tap
Sure.
into improving,
So-
working on their subconscious?
Quickly, like I had last week, one man, like a 55-year-old man, 2 packs a day for 40 years.
Wow.
And stopped smoking in one session.
That is incredible.
Yeah, one
That is
session.
incredible. So he has been fighting to do it for a long time.
He tried everything, the Chantix, the gum, everything that's out there, cold turkey, but kept going back. Because the subconscious needs to be in agreement with your conscious goal. And I help them both come to agreement so the individual can excel in their goal.
Exactly. Unless your intentions,
Yeah.
your subconscious they are aligned together,
absolutely,
you have less power. It's like putting the accelerator and the brake at the same time.
Yeah.
And you think you are going in the right direction positively, but you are really not, because the brake is stopping you. And a lot of people become successful at a certain level, then they go back because of subconscious. And I think we see in celebrities a lot where they have achieved a lot of success compared to other people, but then they go to drugs, they commit suicide, they go bankrupt because of their subconscious programming.
They use the drugs to numb their pain because they don't know. Everything is emotional. 90%, that subconscious that makes your 93% of the decision is based on emotion, not logic and rationale.
Wow.
And the other example you said could give the guy who came for weight loss, he lost 80 pounds.
Wow.
80 pounds. He was like 300 pounds, and he's almost like 220 now. Yeah.
That's pretty impressive.
80 pounds, changes habits, eating habits, motivated to exercise. So I know in New Year, everybody wants to, make New Year's resolution that I want to lose weight, I want to stop smoking. And it can be easily done if you can tap into your subconscious mind and, delete and reprogram the programming you're running on.
Very good point. And I think the part that I think everybody needs to understand is that Hena is not doing something to you.
Yeah.
What Hena is doing is she's helping you align your subconscious with the conscious intentions. So whatever the programming that is in the back of your mind, so to speak, is holding you back, you are helping them remove the shackles of those limiting beliefs that are preventing them from taking the right action consistently enough in order to get the results. Would that be a decent way to put that?
Absolutely. 100% right, Minesh.
Exactly. So let me ask you, where is your office? How can people get hold of you?
I have two offices, one in Sterling Heights around 19 and Shana. The other one is in Orchard Lake around 10 Mile and Orchard. And you can look me up. balanceforlife.biz is my website. I have an 800 number there. So, or just Google Hena Husain hypnosis.com.
And you will find something in that area as well. So if somebody wants to get in touch with you, what are some of the things that they would start with? What are some of the things that they can expect? I know you do seminars. You do also events for people. Like a week from now, roughly, we'll be having a dinner session with goal setting at your office in Sterling Heights. So I'm looking forward to doing that as well. You also do one-on-one sessions in person and Skype and Zoom. So if somebody is interested, what is the first step that they would be taking with you?
The first step they could really do is if I do about 15-20 minutes of free consultation.
Okay.
So they can come in for the free consultation, call my 800 number, get on the calendar and say I'm coming for the free consultation. So they can really, they can evaluate me, I can evaluate them if this is something best for them.
Very good point. Because obviously if it's not a fit.
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are not ready for change, are they?
Yeah.
And if they're not ready, you and I can't do anything for them, right?
Absolutely.
Because they have to be ready for change. They have to be ready to say, okay, I'm willing to do what it takes to make that happen. And it's getting rid of that, whatever limitation they have. And it's good to have that. So I know you'll be continuing to help people a lot. How would you define success in your definition? How would you define it?
My definition of success is an inside job. So the more successful you are inside, you can create it outside.
Very true. And what is your 800 number that people can get hold of you at, Hena?
I can give you my direct number, 248-534-9000.
Okay.
So you can text me and we can, schedule an appointment. Or just go on my website. There's three other ways to get hold of me. It's very easy.
Wow. Well, I know, Hena, you're a very giving kind of person. You're part of so many charities. You're always involved helping people, helping your own family and other people as well. And I know people got a great value from listening to you to learn about the power of how subconscious can help you or hinder you towards success. Thanks again for coming. Thanks, Hena.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.